What's up?
Hi, Danny. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I had a quick question because last interview I saw you talking about that you're so lean right now that you're constantly tired and you need like 5 cups of coffee to even function. Is that still the case?
Oh no, I actually gained 10 pounds, so I feel great now. But I don't like the way it looks, so I'm slimming back down.
Really? But isn't it important that you feel good as well?
Yeah, but I like looking better.
You like, you like looking better. So what's the plan when you're going tour then?
Just to eat as clean as possible, even though I know that's going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do a little working out here and there, but it's not going to be priority for me. I think the most important thing is just to continue eating clean as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I saw a comment under your Starbust video clip where someone said Danny is the first rapper to get sober, then make even weirder and crazier music. Do you agree with that?
Um, I guess. I mean, before it was just like throwing paint at the wall and seeing what stick,
Hmm.
or just trying to catch lightning in a bottle, kind of recording process. Where after I made You Know What I'm Saying and working with Q-Tip, and he taught me just a lot about paying attention to detail and how you can do a lot more work in post. Just like his whole message was you got to give the songs as much love as possible because once you give it away and let it go into the world, you can't take it back. Even though shit, that's what they doing now. Kanye fucking remix thousands of songs, but he like, once you put it out there, you can't take it back. So you might as well put all the time that you can into the song before you let it go because it ain't yours no more. And I was like, damn, that made me just look at music different because before I just used to just one take and just throw it out there.
Yeah. I was wondering, like, do you still chase this first take instinct, or have you started chiseling bars a little bit more now, or maybe
I
both?
don't I don't chase it no more. But I do understand that it's a you get a certain charm with certain performances.
Hmm.
So even if like even on this album, it's a couple verses where I got words wrong or didn't say something right, but I just knew I couldn't recapture that magic, even though I tried. Like I would still try after that one. Not saying that I didn't put my best foot forward and just like keep it like that. No, I tried and I'd be like, man, no, I can't. That performance was way better, even though I got that one word right on this one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just run with because sometimes, imperfections could bring out the beauty in some shit.
for sure. Do you want to share with us on which song you mispronounce a word or
I
do it?
mean, the most glaring one to me because I tried to fix it and I was just like, you know what, fuck it. And it was lift you up.
Hmm.
It's the bar where I say, and well, I'm supposed to say in due time you will shine.
Mhm.
But the actual on the record, I say, "And do shine, you will shine."
Right.
It just, but I couldn't. I was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah. Sometimes the energy is more important than it being perfect, the way you say
Mm,
it.
yeah, but I tried. I still tried. I mean, I'm saying to still try.
Hmm.
Just don't be like, "All right, this is the best I can do," and give up. That's how I would do before.
Yeah.
But I still try. And if I can make something that better, then. But we get demoitis as artists too, and I
What
just learned not to get demoitis no more.
what do you
Just
mean with
ignore
that?
it. Meaning the first version you recorded will always be the best because that's the first one you recorded.
Hmm.
So once they take it, or even to the point where not necessarily even just the recording process, or taking the record to get mixed. And when they mix it, it sounds a little different than what you did in the beginning. But now I just learned to ignore it because I know what I heard people aren't going to hear. This is their first time in. So. But a lot of times you realize after the time goes on, you be like, oh yeah, this demo version suck now.
Hmm.
Like if I go back and listen to demos versus what came out, I'd be like, oh yeah, we was right, or they
Yeah.
was right. This demo sucks.
Were you some people have that when they are creatives and then they decide to be sober that they're afraid that the art will change for the worst. Were you scared or worried that your music would be bad if you got sober?
I think I mean, that's what I thought the entire time I was getting fucked up. So,
Mm.
you know, s- but No, I think it just I mean, I don't know. I can't really because have seen artists get sober and you know, their music take a turn. Even mine's did too. Even the content that I take in. So just living a different life. That's all it is. But I feel like, there's some people that I think can identify with that too, because they going through that same journey.
Hmm. Yeah. I remember with your last album, Quaranta, you thought that would be your last album. When did you realize, no, I got way more in the tank?
I wouldn't, I mean, I feel like that's just like dumb artist shit to say. I never feel like that's my last album. I feel like I made that one with that intent.
Hmm.
Like if this is my last album,
Hmm.
you know? But now I care more about living than fucking dying now. So I don't even think like that. But that would have been fucked up if it ended like that, you know?
In what way? As in, do you feel like it's not your best work or?
No, I mean, with the just the going out like that, I wouldn't want that to be my legacy,
Mm,
you know?
what do you want to be your legacy?
Um, I mean, I guess it kind of changes all the time because now I just feel like my legacy now is just to inspire the next generation of Danny Browns in some sense that look at music the same way I look at it. So putting my best foot forward in the sense of like me when I'm discovering older music and I can hear something from 30 years ago and that person might not been the chart topping success and won all the Grammys, but I don't give a fuck. Like this shit is the best shit I ever heard. And they made this shit 30 years ago. I want kids to probably pick up my music like that the same way 30 years from now. Sample my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, cause then you don't give a fuck no more. So I just want my legacy to still like to live on that
Hmm.
kind of sense. I know that's like somebody like Bob Marley still on t-shirts to this day. Or,
Right.
Jay Dilla, and it's all from the music. And I understand that to reach that status, it's about the um the message that you put out there now. Where before I didn't understand that. So that's where I'm at with it now.
Yeah. I know that Underscore's album Wall Socket really made you fall back in love with music again. What about that album struck a chord with you?
I don't know. I'm always a sucker for I guess I'm always just a sucker for deep concept records
Mm,
that world build. Like one of my favorite albums of ever is The Streets of Grand Don't Come for Free.
mm,
Because the first time ever hearing something like that, it just blew my mind. I didn't know you can do something like that with music, even though I know people have done it before. But it's just the way I guess it just clicked to me with that album.
mhm.
And yeah, and in some sense, it kind of made me feel I had that same feeling when that album, and I actually shed a couple tears the first time I heard the album and it ended. So anything that can move me emotionally like that, I don't know.
Mhm. I get that. So, are you trying to build a world with Stardust?
Yeah, definitely, but lot more loosely based, like art imitating life kind of thing.
Mm.
More almost like to me, it's like my Purple Rain in that sense.
What do you mean with that?
Like, cause in Purple Rain, I mean, we know it was Prince, right? But in the movie, his name was the Kid, and it was a whole. It was about him, but it was like he did it in a third person way or something.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like that, like an art imitating life kind of thing. But sometimes you gotta create a character to make it a lot more entertaining.
Yeah. And maybe
That
also
kind of thing.
it makes it easier to let loose when it's not really really you.
Yeah, and it made me write from a different point of view.
Yeah. Yeah. You've also been speaking a lot about the message. What do you want to give to the world? What would you say the message is of Stardust?
It's purpose. It's just all about finding your purpose.
Has your purpose changed?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like I said, like I want to be able, like that's my shit to be able to be like help people in some sense through my music, like understanding that it has way more power than just entertainment for some people. Where I've had people hit me up and be like, "Yo, your music helped me get sober," and even though I was just trauma dumping, talking about how fucked up I am,
Mhm.
it just let them know that no matter. where you at in life? Is somebody else going through the same things? And I guess I don't know, that kind of shit help people through it. So now I realize that I can possibly be, maybe I'm just like a vessel or something, and that's my purpose. But I don't know. Maybe music is not the way. I mean,
No, I don't know. What do
so
you
I don't
mean?
know.
What do you mean with
Like I
maybe
don't know.
music is not the way?
I'm saying maybe music is what got me here to be able to have that, be able to put that message out in some type of way, but it
Hmm.
might come from a different form of entertainment.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know what I'm saying? Like I still don't feel like that's my life dream to be an artist, and I came up with that. But that don't necessarily mean that was my purpose in life. You feel me?
So
So
you're,
I can't just say my purpose is like to be a crazy selling artist. And I know that's what I would want my legend to be, is
yeah.
what kids I want. But who knows? Maybe 20 years from now, I'll have my own late night talk show and
Yeah.
doing 10-minute monologues that, you know what I'm saying, that
Yeah.
make people look at the world different. I
Also,
don't know.
you also make it sound like your purpose might not be something that you choose, but that is chosen for
Yeah,
you.
I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. I don't think so. I think it's on you to figure that out and find that.
Mm.
And if you don't find that, then you wasted your time on this earth. So it's up to you to keep that open mind and to, study and, and I feel like everything you go through is what gets you closer and closer to figuring that out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just think sometimes some people just don't see the signs or something. I think I saw the signs.
Yeah, I was about to ask, do you feel like you're seeing the signs?
Yeah, I think I saw it. I think deep into like alcoholism and stuff like that. I was able to open my mind up and to understand the world a lot different. We getting clean and sober.
Hmm. Do you, because now it almost sounds like you're saying almost for sure that music is not your purpose, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Do you have a hunch what it might be?
No, I know my purpose is to help people. I'm just not
Okay.
saying I don't. Who knows if music is what I'm saying? That might
Right,
could
the
just be a
vehicle.
piece of the puzzle. That
Yes.
could be the piece of the puzzle. I don't
Yes.
know. One day I could be 20 years from now, I could be in Africa helping starving kids. You know what I'm saying? Building water wells and shit like that. But the fucking music got me there to make it to that, to be able to do shit like that. You
Hmm.
feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm putting
No, but I
I
understand
don't
what you're
know, but I'm
saying.
saying that's what it is. Like this, yeah, it can help me, but it also can help the fucking world, not even just, you know, through music, just making shit a more positive. I don't know.
No,
You
but
got me thinking out crazy.
I understand what you're saying. Like it might be bigger than this, but you feel like your purpose
Hmm.
is helping people, but music might just be one vehicle. There might be way
Yeah,
more
it
out
don't
there.
end there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
It
yeah,
don't
yeah.
end there, and that's what I mean by the purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of people we've seen like that where, yeah, they talents and everything got them to the level to be visible and to be able to help people in that way, and then eventually they just go that way, like
Hmm.
like fuck that. I'm here to help, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think, yeah, I think that's in my pipeline.
Yeah.
Whether I don't know what that be, whether that be me going to fucking treatment centers, you know what I'm saying? Speaking to kids going through rehab or shit like that, I don't know. I just know that I do want to do more
Hmm.
outside of just music
Yeah.
to help.
You always talk about how you have two voices in your music. Your high voice when you're being goofy and your low voice when you're being a little bit more serious. On this album, do you still approach your voices that way, or has that changed as well now that your um, message has changed, or the intention behind your message?
No, that will always be there.
Mm.
I think so. Because the last album, I pretty much didn't really do too many. I only did like a few high voice songs, and it was mostly all low voice. And then now this album, I don't really feel like it's really any low voice, to be honest.
Oh,
Oh, maybe no, it's not really. I mean, it's lower tones than what the higher pitch would be,
uh-huh.
but it's not really. I don't think it's any low voice.
I find that so interesting because I feel like this record is a little bit more serious, intentional
Hmm.
than the rest. But then you say there's barely any low voices.
Yeah, see, but that's me figuring it out and figuring it out in the sense of going back to what I had fun with and what I fell in love with about making music, and that was breaking rules.
Hmm.
And I made that fake ass rule for myself that I did, and I was like, yeah, but I knew with the production choices that I was making, I knew it wasn't going to be a lot of low voice anyway.
Mm.
And that's where I'm not, and that's where I'm not at in my life. Like the low voice songs is depression.
I hear you.
Depression, so
Yeah.
trauma dumps. So we're not trauma dumping right now.
So, what emotion was the hardest to write honestly on this record? Anger, regret, pride, vulnerability? Maybe none
I
of
think
the
for
above.
anybody, it would be love. Like making girl songs are hard, man. Because it's so easy for them to be corny and cheesy. And I hope I nailed it, but I know I never really made, you know, songs that's talking about the female audience in such positive lights, I will say. So I don't know. And that's a too cool for school type of shit. But I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, when I used to listen to my favorite albums, I'd be like, oh shit, here come the girl songs. Skip. You know what I'm saying? So I get it if the younger generation be like, but that's where I'm at in my life. I wanna make shit to make people happy now, not sad.
Hmm.
And love makes people happy.
I want to double check if what I'm about to say, if that's correct, but I think so because you have a song, I Love My Life, on the album.
Mhm,
But I noticed that you wrote that title in a very cryptic way. All the other
mhm.
titles are just, you know,
Yeah.
clear. But I Love My Life is very cryptic. And I was wondering why.
I mean, really, only reason why I wrote that title like that because that's what Fentanyl do
That
with their titles. So I just was just
ah.
keeping that. That's all. It's not nothing deep at all. It's literally
Okay. I thought
Fentanyl
maybe
do a lot of titles like that. So I just, as a fan, that was like another nod. That was like a nod.
right. I thought maybe it was like uh not ashamed that you love your life, but maybe almost like surprised.
No, it literally just come from that. But with that, that's like one of my favorite songs on the album
Hmm.
because that's like the turn in the album more so where he's starting to realize that life is way more than just getting money, and you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
and just caring about hustle hard and hustle culture, I guess, boss culture you
Hmm.
know
Yeah. Do you remember the moment where you thought, man, I really love my life?
I'm now every day,
Mm.
but I think that's just me making up for lost time with that. But yeah, now, but it's more so, I mean, I meditate every day now, so I think that just plays a lot into gratitude when you just be able to just, you know, mentally dump everything away and not think about shit.
Yeah. Are you someone who begins the day with meditation or end?
Again,
Begin. Yeah.
I mean, I've have been on 2 a days, but not now.
Yeah.
I wake up so early now and then working out and stuff. And so by the time 9 p.m. come, I'm already crashing. I don't even need to do anything else.
All right, last question. Which song on the album represents who you are as an artist the best right now?
Mm. Um, that's a great question, but because I know what I would say right from wrong.
Hmm.
I feel like that's because I feel like that's what really connected all of it. I mean, it's still like from that cut from that electronic cloth,
Mm-hmm.
but with the BPMs, it was able for me to go into my Nas style, if I
Ah.
can say that. That's what I call the Nas rapping. I even gave a Nas a few lyrical nods in that rap. So yeah, and Nas is always my favorite rapper. And so Nas, and I would say the second half of the end because that was me nailing a Dizzy Rascal style that I thought I would never be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
So. So those two nods to my favorite rappers.
Yeah. Well, Danny, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations on this album. That feels
Thank you.
like a new beginning almost.
Most definitely.